Give you one hit, honey. Sure did put on a show. All right. How we doing? Looks good. Looks good. Hello, everybody. All right, I'm back full time. We're gonna do this every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Any day we trade, we're gonna do this thing. Been doing a lot of traveling. Finally recovered. I've been on a long bender, and I finally feel normal again, which just feels so nice. I do just got to pull a couple of things up here, and then we should be off and running. Doot. Hope you all did very well today. I love when everybody freaks out about Apple events because they're all the same. Yeah, we've known that for, 4 or 5 years now? Yeah, it's nothing new. Were you expecting something different? It's weirder if you expected something different to happen. Just new product line every time. Well, same products, new updated products. I will say the MagSafe on the AirPods is kind of nice. You just kind of toss those things around. I hate plugging them in. I also lose mine all the time, so it's a nice little cash cow. I'm probably single-handedly keeping that company afloat, you know. Elon Musk owned X has added custom animation for Apple event. Custom animation. That's kind of neat. Hold on. Some nice fuckery. Yes, roll went from September to December last 2 days, which is why you got these pretty shitty moves. Hard to predict, hard to protect. Just gotta keep getting in and out. Every time it popped yesterday, kind of sold it off. Today they did a nice long pump and dump into Apple. I mean, it was a classic move. I was long ES around 13, I think I got in. 13, I'll actually look for you. And if you guys want, and I start getting a little feedback, if you do or don't want it, I will start updating live trades, which would be cool. I was trading ES September contract today. I've switched over to December already. I actually bought some last night at 9 p.m. at 44.85 and woke up at 6:30 and it was basically sitting around 80, and then I bought some more at 81, and then it just kind of tanked in the morning. But I added to my position because I just didn't think I was calling bullshit on that sell-off this morning because there was just no reason for it, and usually when they do that on a roll day, it bounces back, and sure enough it did. So I bought more at 72, 68.25, and I started selling them back to them at 78, 79, 82, and my last one was at 89, which almost top ticked it. Man, that would have been nice. I got a limit order in, so I just popped right through it, and then almost immediately sold back down right after that. Let's see. I can't see what you guys can see. Oh, there you go. Now I can. So those are all my trades today. Wish I didn't do this one here. This little guy, I don't worry about this little guy. But ultimately, my ISL was 89. Let's see, you guys expand this out a little more. So I kind of bought some, then I got kind of conked on the morning. And then when I add to positions, so I was long 2 at this point, and then I was long 3 down here. So I hit my support level. I'll show you on the chart in a minute. I just use this chart to trade. It's a completely different platform than where I chart on. And then, you get a big rally here. I mean, this thing rallied 8 points. So I just trimmed one. So I was long 3, trimmed one, long 2. And then I kind of thought we'd break up, and we just didn't. And then we did another breakdown. So I bought almost the exact same spot as I did before. One long 4, I was calling BS. It's just the volume wasn't there. I had a feeling we'd pop back, we did. So I was long 5 essentially on this hold down from 72 and 68, and then we rallied up. I started selling them back to them at 78. 78, 78, 25, 79, 75, 82, and 89. Overall solid day. I'm actually long one D's right now. Just one. No need to get nuts. Long from 12.25. Some nice fuckery on the close today, huh? That was the end of the roll. Let's see, I'll pull it up in the bigger chart here. This is all just, actually, I think you could see it better in September. All right. Sep. I mean, just none of this makes sense. Just nonsense, all just nonsense and noise. Alright. I had a double on 65s late and I trimmed them. I wanted 3x, but I trimmed them and then just made a scratch trade. They went from 50 cents to 130. I got out at 1 on the second attempt. And then when I started seeing them sell thousands of contracts at 1, I just knew they weren't going to let it get past 65. And I was right. I mean, when you have big green volume bars like this that are just completely outpacing the red ones, but the red ones do the most damage, you know it's just fuckery. That's just the way it goes. That's our market. And this Interactive Brokers charts aren't the best, and this is just, it's getting confused between December and September, so I don't worry about that little guy. All right, let's take a peek. Tesla. Oh, I don't think I have it on this. I have it over here, I think. Sorry. What's funny is when the market started selling and everybody was shitting on Apple the whole time, Tesla actually took a bigger shit than Apple did, which is funny, but no one mentioned that. Who closed down? Shit, I don't know what that was. Who closed down more? Apple 1.5%, Tesla 2.25%. Oof. Why would Tesla sell off after a $400 price target on an Apple event? Huh. Interesting. Anyway, it's still pretty constructive and still probably pretty bullish. I mean, these numbers are just fire. They tried to kill it under here and then just kind of rallied. And then obviously the big gap up from Nick Jonas. Because, you know, he's been so good at predicting where the stock goes, you know. Tested it. This bar is a little wonky. Oh, it's pre-market. That's why. It's probably a phantom print. It means nothing. Dumped it right down to 61.20 and went right back up. They tried to get it back down, and if it doesn't even get close to that 61.20 on the second attempt right here, you know it's going higher, so that's an easy buy. I didn't trade it because I don't trade junk. I'm just kidding. I do trade it, but I didn't trade it today because it's just ridiculous. What was it, 20 trillion in TAM or something? Please. What a joke. I'll get to that later. There's another. Oh, the Bitcoin. BlackRock. Sorry, we'll get to that in a minute. Sorry. Anyways, we got up here. It's 271.65. Got above, then then it kind of danced around. So it tests these numbers and figures out which way it wants to go. And they couldn't get it very. They couldn't drive it down at all. Look at the volume bars. Every red volume bar is lower than the green. That means all of those are profit taking and or just retesting. The buyer's taking a break, letting it cool, and then they just come right back in. If I see one of these, let's see if there is one. Okay, like this one here on today's Tesla. This bar here at 1150 is higher than the previous green bar. Broke down, and then what to do is retest it, and then once it breaks below here, you know it's going lower. And sure enough, it did. $2 more. Anyways, tested my 274.76, came back down, and then kind of settled. I think it closed well above, but then just kind of pushed down a little bit. Profit taking nonsense in after hours is usually pretty meaningless, especially if there's no news. Then this morning, kind of trickled around this number, and then it spiked up big, but it couldn't hold on. They slammed it right back down. Just 240, 274. Tested this again, and then just kind of fizzled out. Let's back up a little bit. So fake breakup and slam. Look at the volume down here. This is on the hourly now, and you just see the weight. It was weight all day, profit taking. Probably just washing more money. You know, this thing's the biggest Ponzi of all time. It's a money laundering. They pump money into it and then get everybody to chase it, and then they dump it on you. They've been doing it for 6 years now. It's a Ponzi, so just trade it. I wouldn't own it. I mean, this thing's July 31. It's gone essentially nowhere since July 31. Keep it in perspective, you know. Anyways, if market's weak tomorrow, PPI in the morning at 7:30, 261. I could see this area being kissed again tomorrow. If it gets below this opening price of 258, which is where that upgrade news came in, it opened there. If it gets below that, I'm sorry, but it's back to 250, sub 250. Don't hate me, that's how I read charts. If the market's good and it breaks above this high of 278, 277.57, then you got fucking room to run. Maybe a pit stop at 281, 284, and then it's kind of off to the races. Momentum would be big there. 290, 292, top target at 295. That's Tesla. Look at this fuckery. Do I, let's see if I have it in my, oh, hi girl. My dog's in here. She's rarely in here. Alright. She thinks I'm talking to important people and doesn't want to miss it. Discard. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hang on. Should be popping back up here in a moment. Silly. Silly. Alright. Let's see. Do I have it over here? I think I do. I do not. I gotta start doing my chart work over there. What are you doing? Let's go to Microsoft. We'll be quick about this one. I've been talking about this 232 area forever. Once it got broke down here, one, then tested lower levels. This is a daily chart. Lower levels held my 314.95. Pop back up. Tested. Right to that 332.82 is the key number, but 32 is, and 32.50 is a strike. But oh, no wonder. Oh, I'll show you this in a second. These dicks. Look at the volume in the 40s. 10,000. 13,000. 10,000. Anything matched down here? Nope. Profit taking and or market makers completely squashing any rally. They love to do it. So anyways, tested. Broke down below, tested. dip. Come on, back test. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finally closes above. Pops. Hanging man. And then they slammed it. But look at when they slammed it. In the last moments of the day. Oh, I guess they caught it before. So straight down from the morning. Just straight fucking down. Right in your face. They were just hammering those calls, selling the shit out of them. No chance of this thing bouncing back hard. Tried to get back hard. Tried to do some love making, but nope. Apple event. So turn on the algos on everything. Click it down. Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, that's right. So let's see. In the last 3 minutes, last 40 minutes, it tries the rally. Pops up to 333, and then they just ham hock it and said, fuck you, 0 chance in hell we're going to close up there. Look at that. These a-holes. And this is the second biggest weight in the S&P, which is why my calls should have tripled, but then they did this to Microsoft and completely cucked the whole trade. Standard operation. But what I'm showing you is that these numbers are good. They're good tradable numbers. And we'll see what tomorrow brings. I mean, this is a huge spot. If PPI is good and the market's good, and this gets back up over, I'd call it 333 now. That's where they came in today. Late. Probably 334 gains momentum. This thing can go. That's pretty fucking ugly, though. I guess we're not trading Microsoft tomorrow. It's going to do that thing where just randomly on no news or anything, it'll just be up $10. And then they'll jack premiums and they'll be untradeable for 2 weeks. Because they jerks. Alright. SMCI. God, this thing is just tiring. It's tiring. I mean, the momentum was there. It just refuses. This 282 area refuses to close above it. Absolute refusals all day. But when it does, and if it gets over 294, 296, I'm telling you, there's nothing stopping it to 312, 311, 312. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say, to be honest. Volume today was pretty shitty. Let's see. I mean, I'm telling you, the day this closes over 281. Look what they did to us the other day. Yesterday. That was yesterday? Jeez. Pop and they just fucking hammer it. They did this on another Monday. What one is it? 5, 6, 4. Tuesday, no. 1:30, 29. This one? Not really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one? This one. This day. Was it? No, it was this day. Right? No. I don't fucking know. Never mind. I'm wasting time. Oh, it was this day. They popped it. Not really. Anyway, this thing is, they're just slow. What's good about ranges like this, where we're stuck in this range, I'll call it 282 to, 243, even that's a little big. I'd even call it a little tighter. I'd bring it up here. Couple outliers on both sides. 255 to 282. The tighter the range, the lower the implied volatility, the cheaper the options get. This is an interesting one today. Huh. Those look like buys to me. However, 3,700 to 2,900 open interest. Let's see in the morning. Let's see what these are. Let's see what these are in the morning. The open interest. The open interest is 5. Call it even. If the open interest is higher than 4,900, then we might be cooking with gas. Let's see next week. Just not a lot of volatility. Anyways, all right. So implied volatility falls. Cheap options become cheaper and cheaper, and this thing can fucking move. When it decides to go, it goes 20 points, 30 points, no problem. So when it does that, you keep buying small. You turn 1 to 8 real quick. We did it last Friday. God, look at this fucking day. These ass clowns. What a fucking ass clown move. So this is still like number 1 on my watch list because options are just getting cheaper and cheaper. And when it moves, we're going to make fucking bank per usual. All right, let's see what else. I don't have that charted. And that's the other thing, like just pretty much identical NVIDIA. Let's see, app. This was a, look at that perfect bounce at 181. Resistance, go test below, couldn't finish below, test again, double bots. Chop, 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 beep, bloop, beep, bloop, and then rip. Oh, no, and then we're gonna bust right fucking through this resistance. Straight up bust through, but then they go and try to fake us out with this dirty little candle. And then rip, and then dump, and then obviously we know how it goes. Fake China news. Right down into, pretty much sliced through here, then found support. And then busted support. 1, 2, 3 tries. Nope. And then, all right, let's go down here and test. Okay. And that's what, $8 on Apple from there to there. That's just a relief rally there. And then relief rally, I made a little bit of profit taking, and then this day happened. Open in fucking no man's land. And then chopped around my 3 numbers here for all day. Up, up, up. And down, down, down. Down, 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 down. So this is the thing about Apple. This is my thoughts on Apple. It's a fucking cash cow. Good luck. Good luck shorting it, you know? It is a... Am I even fucking streaming? I don't even know. Oh, God, I hope so. Oh, boy. I don't think I am. This whole damn time. Where is it? Mother of God, I don't think I am. Maybe just on Twitch. Oh, am I? I don't know. I may not have been streaming that whole time. I don't know. We'll find out. I'll post the videos anyways. So the thing about Apple is like, it's a fucking cash cow. They have 75 billion in authorized buybacks. They continue to be like the most profitable company of all time, one of the biggest cash hoards of all time. Their growth is now 3 months in a row, 3 quarters in a row, and the stock is doing just fine. Let me clean this up a little bit for you. Sure. This is what you're looking to short. Good luck. Good luck. Cash cow. Massive buybacks already authorized. Cash cow. Yeah, they have the same products and they're slowly saturating the markets they're in, which is why over the past 2 years they've done this massive push into India. If they unlock even half that market, this thing is going to just, at worst case, keep printing money at a rapid pace. I say 190 before anything below. And because everybody on Twitter loves talking shit about Apple and not Tesla, I mean, growth down, subsidies probably coming off next year. What else they got? Oh, their supercomputer that's going to unlock $30 trillion. Please. All I can say is please on that. Not going to happen. Just another pump. And Cybertrucks is definitely one of the ugliest trucks of all time. And that, my friends, is a fact. Anyways, Apple's going to be just fine, so short's your own risk. Hate on the greatest company in the world all you want. They don't care. You think like all the funds that have held Apple forever and continue adding it to their portfolios are ever going to sell Apple? Some catastrophic will happen. Will have to happen for that to happen. All right. Oh, this poor stock, man. ENVX. My baby girl. I mean, this base is just, ooh. Alright, so today was the first attempt to break out of this base. They have, they're at Piper Sandler tomorrow or something. I forget. There's some conference tomorrow. I'm not a big buy into conference guy because usually it's just a whole lot of nothing and they don't really say anything material in those things because why would they? But who knows? Everybody's hinging on every word they're saying, looking for any opportunity to either long it or short it. And right now the shorts have just been having their way with this name. But it's only a matter of time, in my opinion, that this rips. So today was the first day I tried to break out. I got near my 1535 and promptly rejected. They tried to dump it under my 1460, promptly rejected. Again, 14 is now mega base for this thing. Look. Let's see actually if I can pull it up quick over here on TradingView. Let's get a dun 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 ding 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 ding. Show me the chat. Yeah, that's a big fucking volume shelf, huh? Got this. Let's go to a day. Wow. There you go. That's all you need to know. So that with, you don't even need volume shelf. You can just tell how many days It's been chopping in the same area. So the day this thing breaks, what happened here? So let's see if this coincides at all. About 1475, 1515, 15. What's up here? What's the middle of this? 1548-ish. There you go, 1535, 1548, almost to the exact penny. So halfway through this shelf. Yeah, here you got a little more resistance, and then you got almost fucking nothing. Almost nothing above 21. Wow. Once it goes, it's gonna go. I think short interest. I don't even. Short interest. Oh, it looks like I've Googled it a few times. Let's see. 28%, 28.6%. Is that right? Let's see if it's on another one too. Look. So what was it over here? Was it market beat? 28. 5 days to cover. Current short 36.8. So NASDAQ has them at 37.9. Days to cover, 8 days to cover. This is also days to cover is kind of a loose term because, if this thing starts squeezing a bunch, volume's obviously going to double. So this day will get cut in half. Plus market makers are a bunch of dillweeds, so they'll manipulate the fuck out of it, create shares, and hold it down even more. So they'll basically let a bunch of shorts out easy while they steal premium like the useless, spineless sacks they are. Alright, yeah, we'll call it like 28% short. If this thing gets over 21, it's probably not going to stop. This day was fucking ridiculous. I banked on calls on this day, but then held some, and it was just fucking flabbergasted. Anyways, numbers look good. Numbers look real good. So I'll post these. Anything else? ISRG. I gotta chart this one a little better. I think I can chart this one a little better. Because it's just not liking my numbers very well. Some of them it likes, but it's stopping in weird places. That cleaned it up a little bit. Yeah, 312. Yeah, that cleaned it up a lot. Point of interest. Oh, yeah. Point of interest here. Let's see if we have a good day. This one might be a ripper. 305s are $1.50. Can I get 310 by Friday? 1 to 5, 150 to 5. I'll take it. But yeah, market has to be good. PPI has to be in line or cooler, which, I mean, they fib everything else. Why wouldn't they fib the number? Everybody thinks things are about to get fucking nutty, which means things are probably not going to get nutty. That's just how it goes. Alright, I think that's it for me today. I saw that headline that said BlackRock. First off, what the fuck? Big dump. Who's this? Who is this? Who is this person? Breaks 25 and then a fucking act of God comes in and just brings it right back up. I just don't make sense. I mean, if I think, no one else thinks that, I'm the only one. If you think Tesla's a money laundering scheme, this is Tesla on roids. Anyways, I saw a headline that said BlackRock's proposed ETF will unlock $30 trillion for Bitcoin. Does that make sense? $30 trillion? How? How? From where? From where? 30 trillion from BlackRock's ETF. That's where this fucking pump came from. So dumb. $30 trillion into an ETF for Bitcoin. That's the other thing. This last, I'll end on this. The other thing about all these ETFs, now there's like 5, 6, 7 of them, or some outrageous number all applied for ETFs. So let's just do some quick math here. Let's just say that now it's gonna take too long. If they all, let's just say like 10 fucking ETFs get approved and they all have to buy up Bitcoin because they're all spot PTFs, so they have to hold the underlying product, and then people buy into the ETF, they're gonna sell their Bitcoin for the ETF for some dumb reason, because then you don't have to pay the ETF fee, which takes a little bit of NAV out. The thing, so now all these ETFs are going to own and hold Bitcoin. Okay, so what is Bitcoin? Is it going to be globally adopted as the next currency? Is it going to be pegged to the dollar? It can't be. It can't be. If all these ETFs and Sailor and like 4 other people own over half of it, you won't be able to use it. And it's all just sitting. It's an asset. It's a risky asset. That's all it is. A risk asset. That's it. That's all it can be if a bunch of these ETFs buy and hold it. It'll never be adopted. It'll never be used. They'll slowly just die. These ETFs are not bullish. They're incredibly bearish. And unfortunately, I think a lot of people are going to learn that lesson the hard way. And I don't wish that on anybody, but that's just the facts. And then that's the other thing is like, and then if you want to use your Bitcoin, you're going to start selling your ETF to raise money to then buy Bitcoin. And then that ETF has to sell the Bitcoin, and then you're buying it back from the ETF. What does that sound like to you? It's, I don't know. I hope the best for you guys, but it's not going to end well. All right. This was a long one. I'll be quicker. 38 minutes. Yeah, I'll be quicker. PPI in the morning. Is it PPI? CPI. I said PPI a few times. CPI in the morning. The lesser of the two. Actually, PCE is the big one. But the market hasn't really moved too much lately, so it's looking for some sort of reason to move. Could be tomorrow. Tomorrow could also be a fucking nothing burger again. Top watch, SMCI, my boy. I'll keep an eye on Microsoft. Why not? You know what likes to move a lot is Netflix. I'll keep a peek on that. I haven't charted it, but we'll see. If Apple's green, the market's green. Banks are all green today. Why? Rates were flat. Crude's up $1.50, pushing 90. That ain't good. That ain't good for anybody. Alright, that's it. Love you guys. Hit the like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good